So it is about the time of the year that high school student ask me, which course should I choose? So in another section, I have mentioned that you need to choose a profession, and many of them thought a certain profession will lead me to this idea, talk about how much money I will be able to make. In a separate sections, I have mentioned what are the criteria that after you have gotten your profession, that will lead you to making money. Now, let's look at what profession should I choose. So some of them was, this is affected by what? Your profession, a lot of the time they say, hey, what university should I go to? Now, I say in choosing the university, you want to choose not the famous university, but the university that gives you the right course. That means to say there are certain universities, they are better in certain courses, all right? Now, the other thing is, of course, the considerations of dollars and cents. But before we go into this, some of them will say, hey, I want to go into a high school. The high school that I want to go into depends on whether you do this. Let's say in my situation right now, do I do it in Vietnam? Do I do it locally in my own country, in Indonesia, in Malaysia, or in Singapore? Or I go overseas. When they say overseas, what do they mean? They mean to say, do I go to Australia, UK, or America? Now, there are a number of schools, the high school in the overseas, that can put you into very good Ivy Leagues. That means to say these high schools that you go to, that will mean to say the training that you go into will help you to get into better Ivy Leagues. Now, so before we make all these decisions, so at this age, about 14, 15 years old, I say 14, 15 years old, you must be very careful. By now, you need to identify a few things which is important in the selections of all these schools that you want to go to. Number one, you want to look at it is, what are your talents? What are your talents? Now, there are certain people who have got better talents in certain areas. They are, and the next one will be about your personality. What about your personality? All right. Then the other thing is affected by your brain development. It is also affected by your learning style. Now, so we say if we have money, we have no worries about money, then these are the few things that we need to look at. Number one, how you learn anything is what you will learn. So if you are very good with your hands, that means to say you might want to aim to become a chef, a designer, or do mechanical engineering, and anything is that to do with your hand, because that learning style make you very good at your hand. Then this learning style affects how your brain will develop, and naturally you become good at certain skills. So we talk about the left brain, right brain, all right? Now, but over this period of the time, because of the environment that you are in, the environment that you are in, your family background, your dad and mom and all that, will actually affect your personality. When it affects your personality, there are some of us, we are more outgoing. So to do marketing, to do sales is a lot easier. But there are some of us, we will just love to sit in front of the computer and work on programming and things like that. So, but there are also certain people, their personality, it is reaching out to the people and connecting with the people. Now, that means to say a job like going to do business, a job service other people, help other people, those are the things that you would do very well. Now, I always believe that if we have a talent, then if we discover the talent and we are given the environment and we develop it, it could become our passion. And it becomes our passion and it becomes our career. I think this is the most ideal. So if you have a talent, you develop into your passion, and becomes your career, you can be very sure that you can be happily enjoying whatever courses you have chosen to do. But you can enjoy that profession, it does not mean to say you will make money. So you need to find out the money making skill.